These rules are, in a way, very much like the rules of a game. In other words, take a game like chess. You can have the kind of chess we play with an 8-square board, or you can have a kind of chess that the Japanese play with a 9-square board. It doesn't make any difference so long as you both play on the same board and by the same rules. But since this is a chess as a game, and in the same way, the development of human cultures is also, in a way, a game. That is to say, it's the elaboration of a form of life. And the fun of it, in a way, is the fun of elaborating it in just some interesting form. That's the same as the fun of a game. The fun of a game is it has a certain interest. But it doesn't follow that the rules of the game correspond to the actual structure of human nature or to the laws of the universe. But because in every culture it's necessary to impress upon especially its younger members that these rules jolly well have to be kept, they are usually in some way or other connected with the laws of the universe and given some sort of divine sanction. And there are indeed cultures in which the senior members of the group realize that that's a hoax, that that's as if it's made up, to terrify the young. And when they become senior members of the culture themselves, they see through the thing, but they don't let on, they keep it quiet. They don't let out to those who are supposed to be impressed that this was really a hoax to get them to behave. Well, anyway, after a great deal of careful study, I've come to the conclusion that the function of these ways of liberation is basically to make it possible for those who have the determination, and we'll see why in a while, to make it possible for those who have the determination to be free from the social hypnosis. In other words, if you were a member of the culture of India, at almost any time between maybe 900 BC and 1800 AD, it would be for you a matter of common sense about which everybody agreed that you were under the control of a process called karma. Not exactly a law of cause and effect, but a process of cosmic justice, whereby every fortune that occurred to you would be the result of some action in the past that was good, and every misfortune that occurred to you would be the result of some action in the past that was evil. And furthermore, that this action in the past might not have been done in this present life, but in a former life. It was simply axiomatic to those people that they were involved in a long, long process of reincarnation, reaping the rewards and punishments. And there was not only the possibility of being reincarnated again in the human form, but if you were exceedingly good, you might be born in one of the heavens, the paradises, and if you were exceedingly bad, you might be born for an insufferable period of years, not forever, in a purgatory. And the purgatories of the Hindus and Buddhists are just as ingeniously horrible as those of the Christians. Well, of course, everybody knows, I mean, anybody seems to have any sense that all this imagination of post-mortem courts of justice is a way of telling people, well, if the secular police don't catch you, the celestial police will catch you, and therefore you had better behave. And it's an ingenious device for encouraging ethical conduct. Now, but remember that for a person brought up in that climate of feeling where everybody believes this to be true, it seems a matter of sheer common sense that it's so. And it's very difficult for a person so brought up not to believe that that is the state of affairs. Take an equivalent situation in our own culture. It's still enormously difficult for most people to believe that space may not be Newtonian space, that is to say, a three-dimensional continuum which extends indefinitely forever. The idea of a four-dimensional curved space seems absolutely fantastic and can't even be conceived by people unversed in the mathematics of modern physics. Or again, as I've often pointed out, it's very difficult for us to believe that the forms of nature are not made of some stuff called matter. That's a very unnecessary idea from a strictly scientific point of view, but it's awfully difficult for us to believe it. To believe, in other words, that there isn't this underlying stuff. And not so long ago, it was practically impossible for people to conceive that the planets did not revolve about the Earth encased in crystalline spheres. And it took a very considerable shaking of the imagination when astronomers began to point out that this need not necessarily be so. All right, so now let's go back to the problem of somebody living in the culture of ancient India. Here it is, a matter of common sense, you see, that he is going to be reborn. Now, there's some, perhaps, exceedingly intelligent person who, for one reason or another, discovers that this idea is not so. After all, when you get such disciplines as Vedanta and Buddhism, they say that the ultimate goal of the discipline is release from the rounds of rebirth, and incidentally also, which is fundamental to it, release from the illusion that you are a separate individual confined to this body. But so far as both of these things are concerned, they also say that the person who is liberated from the round of rebirth, as well as from the illusion of being an ego, sees, when he is liberated, that the process of rebirth and the whole cosmology of reincarnation and karma, as well as the individual ego, are in a way illusions. That is to say, he sees that they are Maya. And I would like to translate Maya at this moment, not so much illusion, as a playful construct, a social institution. So he sees, you see, that those things are not so. They are only pretended to be so. And you see, he ceases to believe in karma and reincarnation and all that in exactly the same way that a modern agnostic no longer believes in the resurrection of the body at the day of judgment. I know this to be so because although you will get very many Hindus and Buddhists who say that they believe in reincarnation and come over here and teach it as part of the doctrine of Vedanta or Buddhism, the most sophisticated and the most profound, I'll say perhaps profound rather than sophisticated, Buddhists that I have known have said that they don't believe in it literally at all. And so I could say that those who do believe in it simply because it's part of their culture, and they've not yet been able to be liberated from it. And so it seems to me very funny indeed when Western people who become interested in Vedanta or Buddhism, that is to say, in forms of discipline to liberate Hindus and Chinese people from certain social institutions. Western people adopt it, and then also adopt the ideas of reincarnation and karma from which these systems were designed to liberate them. And of course they adopt them because they feel it's consoling that one will go on living, and that wasn't the point at all. Or that it explains something, that why one suffered in this life was not because the universe was unjust, but because you committed some misdeed in the past. And so Westerners who take up the Oriental doctrines in that spirit, unfortunately, take up the very illusions from which these doctrines were supposed to be ways of deliverance. Now, that may be difficult to see just because so many practicing Hindus and Buddhists say they believe in reincarnation and this whole process of the cycles of karma and so on. And they, after all, are practicing it, and they should know. Well, now look here, there's a certain good reason why they shouldn't. Of course, I'm making an exception of the Indian or Chinese who's been educated in Western style. And he ceases to believe, maybe, in the cosmologies of his own culture. But he's not liberated in the Buddhist sense, because in receiving a Western education, he's become a victim of our social institutions instead. I mean, he just exchanged, as it were, one trouble for another. But when you take the situation as it stands, or as it did stand in India, isolated from Western culture, obviously, no society can
At night they come to sleep.
Shape-shifting Jews, Abby! Shape-shifting Jews!
I tell you.
I'll be back with reptilian, crocodilian Jews in the swamps, Abby! Trading on the board, you're a European.
Yeah, you have to understand, we have to find ways to steal your money without you knowing it. So.
Are you a reptile, Abby?
Depends when you ask.
Diogenes!
Are you a reptile?
Diogenes! Point of order! Point of order!
The chair will recognize the gentleman, Republican.
Diogenes and dear friends, I would like to ask Diogenes a sincere question, if I may.
Well, let me think about it. You know what? Go ahead.
Wait. He said point of order, and then he wanted to ask a question. That's not a point of order. That is a...
Yeah, but there's a point of
Mere
order.
parliamentary procedure, you say, sir. You have been tricked. However, I do have a question which should settle the question.
The chair has recognized the gentleman Republican. Please speak your question.
Dear Diogenes, I would like to ask you the following question. Have you asked the room yet to recite the 3 principles? And then, after you do so, I would like for you to demonstrate to the room silence, meditation, and reflection after we all recite the 3 principles of urgency.
Well, you've risen like a loon, as you do every day, Republican.
within its own
And we're
borders,
grateful
the
for your
existence
presence.
of a way of
But upon my
liberation,
word,
a way
the
of
room is
seeing
not full
through
enough
its
yet. We
institutions.
do not have a quorum to recite the 3 principles.
Without feeling that such a way constitutes a
Should
threat.
we come upon a quorum, we shall recite the 3 principles and record them.
How many principles does it require to formulate a quorum?
10!
10, not 11. 10, not 11. 10, not 9.
1 more than 9, 1 less than 11. 10, and only 10 will constitute a quorum.
Let me
Well,
invite.
the eleventh man may stand by, but he shall not be counted.
Let me invite so we can generate this minion.
Mignon. Mignon.
Abby.
Abby.
Hello?
Sorry, my clubhouse is glitching. What?
Law and order. Anybody who sees through the institutions of society
You are her only.
and sees them for, as it were, creative fictions in the same way as a novel or a work.
She does not speak the king's English.
Hello?
No, you speak. You know. You know how to do this well.
Hello?
Oh, he'll King Librarian.
Rico, you're the only one that thinks that's funny.
Thank you for coming, Marshall. We're trying to form a quorum so we can recite the 3 pledges.
Are you playing that hello on your Instagram? 'Cause
Hello?
I'm gonna call my lawyer. Right?
Hello?
Is that a
Hello? 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 Hello?
Let me record this.
What, you think you got the copyright on hello? Hello? You think you made that up? You think you created that? You think you created that? You didn't create that. You didn't create that. You didn't. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Your ball showing, yoga doing big
Hello? 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 Hello?
Join in on that bullshit.
Hello?
Abby, I'm gonna send it to your Telegram.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Him with his
Okay.
ball.
Hello?
I know that one. I know that one.
Hello? 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 Hello?
PTR then.
I'm calling my lawyer. We're gonna find out who owns the copyright out on hello.
Why you calling that lawyer? See if you can't get me a lawyer. I'm
Hello?
gonna sue all you
Hello?
motherfuckers.
Hello?
Marshall. Marshall.
Worse than a black bitch.
Marshall, what's a point of order? What's the difference between a point of order and a parliamentary inquiry? Oh no. A point of order is for a parliamentary inquiry or the like. What is the other interruption?
The other interruption is objection. I object, and I would request that we all come together now. We are only 3 short of the quorum. Let us recite the 3 principles, the 3 pledges that will restore law and order.
Has been obtained. Attempts to issue a declaration without a quorum will be punished as violations of parliamentary proceedings. You forget yourself,
Marshall,
son, and you besmirch
I
the
object to
dedication
this
of our
slanderous treason. Marshall, invite 3 more people.
You shall find yourself sitting outside this committee if you cannot maintain your commitment to parliamentary proceedings.
I relinquish the gavel. The chair is recognized. I recant. I will stay based, and I will allow this point of order. I apologize to my colleagues.
No.
You see his ball?
You ladies are engaging in slanderous, felonious communication. Stop circulating pictures of my testicles.
Dragging on my balls.
Oh shit.
We can see your balls. We can see your
Yeah, the funny part is he wrote as location Federal Reserve. It is
Janet Yellen, and also, who's the current? I can't ever remember his name anymore.
Jerome Powell.
Chairman Powell have had their felt taste
Three more
of
people,
my
and then we have
balls.
to oh shit. 4 more people, and we have to recite the 3-step plan.
No, man, come on.
Come on, Jazz.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ha, hold up. Not the banging.
Not the banging. Oh,
No, not the
banging.
The banging.
Oh,
Fuck, no, not the
bang, bitch.
That shit ain't it, bitch. That shit is ugly as the fuck. Take it out, bitch. I don't like the front of shit. Don't like the front of shit. Take it out. That bang ain't it,
bitch.
not the
Banging.
The
Banging. Oh, fuck no. Banging. The banging. Oh, fuck no.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Woo. My breath fuck. Shit.
What is
My
this?
breath fuck.
That's Jazzy's national anthem from Niggerdom in Niggernomics 101. Thanks for
God, that
listening.
is
Oh, not that bang gang. Hello? Hello? Hello?
banking. Not the banking. Take it out on the banking. On the banking.
Yeah.
my God.
Ha. Hold up. Not the
Bang gang. The bang gang. Oh, fuck no. The bang gang.
That shit is ugly as the fuck. Take it out, bitch. I don't like the funny shit. Don't like the funny shit. Take it out. That bang ain't it, bitch. Not the bang. The bang ain't.
Oh, no. Fuck no. Oh, the bang gang. The bang gang. Oh, no. Fuck no.
Yeah.
Banking.
The fuck, bitch. Yeah. My breath fuck. My breath fuck.
Yeah. Let's start this minion. Let's get this quorum started. Hello.
Yeah, this my shit. Yeah. Yeah. Hold up. Not the banging. The banging.
Oh, fuck no.
The banging. The banging.
Oh.
Hold up. Not the banging. The banging.
Fuck no.
The banging.
Hello.
The banging.
Hello.
Fuck no, not the. Not the bang, bitch. That shit ain't it, bitch. That shit is ugly as the fuck. Take it out, bitch. Don't like the front of shit. Don't like the front of shit. Take it out. That bang ain't it, bitch. I said I don't like the bang. I don't like the bang. I don't like the way that shit fucking hang. Not the bang.
The bang gang. Oh. Fuck no. The bang gang. Oh. The bang gang. Oh. Bang gang.
I'm a pretty brown bitch and I don't rock the bang. I slick my hair up and let it hang. But you thing with your bang, swing your bang,
same. I can't see her brain, not the vein. Yeah, in the club, she just got her hair done. Hell nah, girl, you need a refund. Where you going with that small ass bun? I was just playing, you looking lovely.
Hello!
Change, you better not come here with no word. Nah, for real though, that shit really been sexy.
Hello? Oh, whoa, whoa. Oy vey, Rabina Shalayim. Thank you, everyone. We are performing at the Chicago Theater with a Gang Gang Bang Gang live performance. This is the live stream podcast edition of the Chicago Republican Association as well. Well, maybe they don't want to endorse this. I don't know. We'll find out. Thank you for being here, 45th Ward residents of Jefferson Park News and Subscribe Podcast and all of our paying subscribers. We can't thank you enough for the 4 shekels you send us every month so we can continue to gang bang gang gang, and God bless you all. This is Chicagoland's #1 Republican podcast, here with Diogenes Spooner, our YouTube superstar. The algorithm just can't get enough. You went viral again. Congratulations, Diogenes. We'll be sending you your YouTube Platinum certificate for all your contributions to Republican Chicago. We can't thank you enough. Do you want to hear the clip that went viral yesterday? I think you'll like the title.